My son-in-law always believed I was just an old retired widower living on a tiny pension. He never asked how I survived because he assumed I had nothing worth knowing. When he invited me to dinner with his parents, I smiled and accepted immediately. I wanted to see who they truly were when they believed they were sitting across from a poor old man. What happened after dessert changed every life at that table forever. My name is Richard Lawson. I spent 40 years building one of the largest engineering companies in the state from a rented garage into a multinational business. After my wife passed away, I stepped away from public life and appointed a professional executive team to run the company, while I quietly remained the majority owner. I stopped wearing expensive suits and luxury watches because none of those things mattered anymore. I found more peace driving an old pickup truck than sitting inside a limousine. Most people judged me within seconds, and strangely enough, I preferred it that way. Their first impression usually revealed their true character. My daughter Emma respected my privacy. Even after marrying Daniel, she never revealed my financial position because I had always taught her that love should never depend on money. Daniel worked as a department manager at my company, although he had absolutely no idea who actually owned it. He only knew the public CEO whose face appeared in interviews and business magazines. I intentionally stayed behind the scenes because I wanted the company to succeed without relying on my personal image. Whenever Daniel visited our modest home, he politely smiled but never hid his disappointment. He often suggested Emma deserved a better lifestyle. He believed I had failed as a father because I lived so simply. Little did he know, every promotion he received had already crossed my desk before being approved. One evening Daniel invited me to dinner with his parents to discuss something important. His father spent the evening asking uncomfortable questions about my retirement income, my savings, and whether I planned to leave anything to Emma in the future. His mother constantly compared their family to mine, mentioning expensive vacations, luxury cars, and investment properties. I quietly answered every question with a smile. Then dessert arrived. Daniel's father slowly pushed a sealed envelope toward me across the table. He calmly explained that inside was enough money for me to move to another city and stop depending on Emma and Daniel for emotional support because my simple lifestyle embarrassed their family. The room fell completely silent. Emma immediately stood up in shock, but I gently asked her to sit back down. Instead of becoming angry, I thanked them for their honesty. Then I asked Daniel one simple question. Do you truly agree with your parents? Without hesitation, he nodded. He admitted he always believed I represented failure and that Emma deserved a father everyone could admire. His words hurt more than the envelope, not because of the money, because he believed a person's value could be measured by appearances. I quietly reached into my coat pocket and removed a small leather card holder. Inside was my company ownership identification. I placed it beside the envelope. Nobody reacted at first. Then Daniel noticed the company logo. His face instantly lost all color. His father picked up the card with shaking hands. His mother whispered that it had to be fake. I calmly opened my phone and made one short call. Within 60 seconds, the company's public CEO appeared on the restaurant video screen through a live business call. He smiled and said, "Good evening, Mr. Lawson. I received your message. Is everything all right?" Nobody at the table could breathe. Daniel slowly realized the truth. The quiet old man he had judged for years wasn't simply connected to the company. I owned it. Every promotion, every salary increase, every bonus, every opportunity. I had personally approved them all. His father immediately apologized. His mother burst into tears. Daniel tried explaining that he never meant any harm. I simply pushed the envelope back across the table. I told them that money never insulted me. Their attitude did. Then I looked directly at Daniel and explained that leadership begins with character, not titles. Anyone can wear an expensive suit. Very few people learn how to respect others before knowing their bank account. Weeks later, Daniel voluntarily resigned from the company. He admitted he needed to rebuild his values before rebuilding his career. Emma forgave him after months of honest effort, counseling, and personal growth. As for me, I continued living in the same small house and driving the same old pickup truck. Nothing about my life changed because wealth had never been my identity. But one family dinner reminded everyone around that table of a lesson they would never forget. Never judge someone by the life they choose to show you. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is carrying the greatest success of all.